Thank you for coming, and that's all I have to say.
All I want to say is I really enjoy the company of each and every one of you. Through the years, we've changed a little bit, but our hearts are still together as the day we graduated. And if I haven't said hello to anybody, I will before the night's over.
Thank you for everything. Thank you for coming over tonight. We're having a good time. It's nice to see all of you. Thank you.
Well, it's good to be here tonight and seeing all these old faces again, and that really included me, of course. But I gave my leg for this team, and they went in and won the state without me, so it's okay. Okay, thank you.
What I really want to say is I want to thank you, especially for my sister. I'm here as a guest. I'm one of the, I guess we have something that we can get credit that we were the first twins to be on the championship team from middle high school in 54, 55, and 56. And of course, in our senior year, only one team could go to the playoffs, and we lost that to Ray. And from then on, I promised that I had two other brothers who they were going to lead the team to a better season, and they did. And one of them is here, Marcos.
Well, I just want to set the record straight, okay? I didn't graduate with these guys. I graduated in '59, but I had the privilege of playing for the Bucks. And if it hadn't been for my brothers, I wouldn't have done what I did. And the good Lord, okay? My wife did graduate with you all. She was allowed to go to the public school after I left. She was going to Catholic school, okay? But anyway, we all are Bucks. We all support each other. And I hope that everybody has a good time tonight. And God bless you. Thank you for everything.
You know what? Let me just say this, that Marcos was the quarterback in '58 when they lost to Pasadena 7-6. They were on the 3-yard line, and Bobby couldn't bring it over. So then Pasadena lost to Wichita Falls 48-6. Inez Perez took the Buccaneers, and they lost 17-0 in Garland in 1963 against Garland. So you got two brothers, Marcos and Inez, who played quarterback, and Los Cuates and Oni Abdon that played also for Miller. That's a great tribute, great memory to know that we had the Perez family, just like the Perales family, Richard Perales and Nick Perales. So we have a great tradition, and but of course the greatest year was '60-61 when we took it all and we won. And I remember Victor saying about how hard he was in practice. Elizardo Amaya, who played baseball with Johnny, he was with me when we watched the game, and he said, "David, I could have been there, but you know what Elizardo told me?" He said, I hated the stadiums. They used to do stadiums. And one thing that Bobby Smith was telling me one day, he said, by the third and fourth quarter, the other team had wilted, and the Buccaneers were still going strong because of the tremendous conditioning they had, thanks to Pete Regas and all the coaching staff. So a great hint to the Buccaneers, because they were pretty good.
One more picture. One more picture.
Hey, there's a lot of things that everybody has learned since that time. I want to tell you something that stuck with me. I had the privilege of going back to coach and to teach at Miller. And one of the first things that I did is I went to the trainers that we had. We had about 4 or 5 trainers. And since I was always interested in staying in shape and working out, one of the things that I asked him about the stadiums, he told me that was the worst thing we could have done for our hips and for our knees. So old practices don't always, work out later on in life. But we were still here. Thanks to God, The other thing I did go through what Victor was saying. We would work out for 4 hours and not allowed to drink water. And on top of that, they would give us what salt feels without the water. That's the worst thing we could do for our kidneys. So, you know, old practices, when some people say, I wish we'd go back to the old times, there's some times that were good, and there were some that were not so good. Anyway, I'm glad that you all are here. Okay.
Okay, one more picture, one more picture.